शुक्लांबरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् वागीशाद्यासुमनसः सर्वार्थानामुपक्रमेण प्रकृत्यासु तन्नमामि गजाननं गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुसाक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यो नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहं तस्मै तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोः भगवतोऽस्य दैहिकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य जन्मशरणं प्रपद्ये। यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण वेदवासना प्रमुच्यते बोधात्मकाय नमस्तस्मै भगवते श्रीरमणमहर्षिये तदाकाशे सदा भान्तं शान्तमानन्दरूपिणं ज्ञानभानुं वन्दे सद्गुरुं श्रीसत्यसायिनं नमन्तर्यामि। दोर्भिर्युक्तां चतुर्भिस्फटिकमणिमयीमक्षमालां ददानास्तेन एकेन पद्मं शतमौचिषकं पुस्तकं चापरेण भासा कुन्देन्दुशङ्खस्फटिकमणिनिभा भासमाना समाना सा मे वाग्देवतेयं निवसतोदने सर्वदा सुप्रसन्ना कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरमुद्राक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम् आञ्जनेयमतिपाटलाननं काञ्चनाद्रिकमणीयविग्रहं पारिजाततन्मूलवासिनं भावयामि पवमाननन्दनं यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र प्रथमस्तकाञ्जलिं भाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकं मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं मातात्मजं मानरयुतमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शिरसा नमामि। वेदवेद्ये परे वंशजाते दशरथात्मजे वेदप्राचेतदासीत् साक्षात् रामायणात्मना रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेदसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। वैदेही सहितं सवितुर्मतिलहमे महामण्डपे मध्ये पुष्पकमासने मणिमये वीरासने ससितम् अग्रे वाचयति प्रपञ्चनसुते तत्त्वमुनिभ्यः परं व्याख्यान्तं भरतादिपरिवृतं रामं भजे श्यामलम्। जानकीकान्तस्मरणम् राम आंजनेय स्वामी की जय। Monkey troops that were sent in three directions returned with the almost expected result of not finding Sītā. The troop that had gone south, which was the most anticipated group as it were, searched all over the place that was indicated to them by Sugriva, and no matter how much they went, they could not find anything. No stone was left unturned, literally. They searched everywhere, and several times, afflicted with hunger and thirst because they did not find adequate food, they became quite dejected and depressed. But even there, only one thing reminded them, one thing kept on motivating them. Angada motivates them. How does he motivate them? Sugriva kopano raja tikshna dandascha vanaraha bhetavyam tasya satadam ramasya cha mahatmanaha. Idupayam is tells them Sugriva kopano raja. Sugriva is a very angry king, a wrathful king. Tikshna dandascha vanaraha. He is a monkey who is capable of giving us the cruelest of punishments. Otherwise, we better search. When they were reminded of Sugriva's punishments, hunger and thirst were forgotten by these monkeys, they started searching again. Hereditary body, a family lo undu. Vali also was equally cruel. The monkeys started to search upon. As they kept searching everywhere, they one day finally came towards a hill, and it is a huge sort of a mountain range. It was inaccessible, difficult to access in that southwest region. But they saw a cave, an opening in the hill, in the mountain. It is the mouth of a cave. The cave is called here as Rikshabila. Riksha abdina bear, bilamna cave. Riksha bilam abdina bear cave. Literally meaning. But when seeing this cave, because they are searching everywhere, they go there also. In fact, in between they even encounter a Rakshasa. And Angada thinks maybe this is Ravana. Ravana is so easy to be obtained, but still Angada thinks maybe this is Ravana. He gives him a slap. And that fellow says, no, I am not Ravana, and he gives up his life. He dies. Mistaken identity. Why didn't you ask first? If you are looking for Ravana, You should have asked me first. You first slapped me to death and then say, oh, you're not Ravana, fine, sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Rajamavi sorry now. When somebody is passed away, I'm very sorry to hear it. At the Madri, they slapped him to death and then said, oh, very sorry, you're not Ravana. Okay, fine. Now they see this cave and they enter into this cave. They're all hungry and thirsty by this time. Rumba tired. Holding hands, they walk inside. The excursion. You know, when we were small children, no? In school they used to take us to Gindi Park. Chennai Gindi Park is ranking Mumata. Any time we had a school excursion, there is a place called Gindi Park in Gindi. Only some deer will be there. But they will take us morning, they will get into the school bus, we have to go. And how we have to go up, we have to hold. Like a big human chain, we have to go. The teachers are afraid, no? They don't want to lose any children. They will clearly tell, look, this is the person you are holding on to. This is the person you are holding on to. And the Madri Valmiki tells us how these monkeys also went into the excursion. Holding hands with each other, open mouth, staring at everything. They are very hungry. And once they go inside, there is a beautiful lake, real lake. Not only a lake, so many different kinds of trees are there. There is a gleam of light where. In a cave, what kind of a magical cave have we entered into? Because inside the cave it is usually very dark. Anna, this cave is brilliantly lit. There is a whole forest inside. All manner of fruits are hanging there in those trees. Naturally, the monkeys are tempted. Hanuman, etc., the wiser monkeys, they say, wait. There's a wonderful collection of beds, couches, vehicles, gemstones, palaces, high-rise palaces are there inside that cave. And a wonderful collection of incense, sandalwood, etc., eatables, fruits, roots, excellent drinks, wonderful collection of clothes, blankets, Alibaba cave, Alibaba cave. The cave that Alibaba went into with 40 thieves. Cave. Where did we come? How can all these things be here? Monkeys want to go and eat. Hanuman says, wait, something is. Dal mein kuch kala hai. We're going to find out what is the whole story behind this. Tapasvinī, an old lady is sitting there. She's a Tapasvi, Tapasim Niyatagaram Jwalantim Iva Tejasa. Shining in her own radiance, there is a Tapasvi who is sitting there, a lady, dressed in barks, deer skin, etc., blazing in luster. But Hanuman goes to her, salutes her, and says, Amma, who are you? Ka atvam bhavanam vilam cha ratnani jaimani vadasya kasya. Amma, who are you? Whose is this cave? What are all these wonderful treasures that are found in this cave? Whose are they? Further, they say we are all exhausted with hunger and thirst, we are fatigued. Therefore, we entered into this cave without seeking any permission. Adhanala, you should forgive us for that. Thirst literally drove us into this cave. And we are tormented by the pain of hunger and thirst. We entered into this cave in search of food and we found all these extraordinary treasures here. Who has created all of these things? Have you created all of this with your tapashakti? Is it all a product of your tapobalam? Who are you? And Amma, that lady, she says, my name is Svayaṃprabhā. Self-illumination, Svayaṃprabhā. Prabhana, light, Swayam, self. Svayaṃprabhā, self-luminous. Previously, there was an Apsaras called Hema, and this entire place was given to her by Brahma, and she was my very good friend. I am the daughter of Meru Savarani Manu, and because she was a very good friend of mine, I am living here as sort of a house sitter. House sitter. When she is not here, I generally look after this place as a caretaker. I sit here and do my tapasya. Now, this is the place where I am. But who are you all? Kim karyam kasya vahetoho कान्ताराणि प्रपश्यत कथं चेदं वनं दुर्गं युष्माभिः उपलक्षितम्. But what is your story? Where are you all from? Why have you come here? On what mission? What purpose have you set out? This big group of monkeys and bears. But before all of that, you eat all of these food here. You can eat whatever you want, all the fruits that are here. You can drink the water. Relieve yourself of your fatigue, and then if you can tell me your story, then please come and tell me. If it is something that can be told, then please share it with me. Svayaṃprabhā offers her hospitality to these monkeys. But Hanuman immediately starts to tell the story first before eating. Raja sarvasya lokasya mahendra varunopamaha ramo dasharati shriman pravishto dandakavanam lakshmanena sahabratra vaidehya chapi bharyaya tasya bharya janastanat Rāvaṇena hrita balat. The shlokam, these two shlokas that I have written, whether you understood Sanskrit or not, did you all understand the meaning? Everybody understood them. Look at the beauty of Valmiki Sanskrit. Raja sarvasya lokasya, sarvalokataka Raja. Mahendra varunopamaha, equal to Mahendra, Indra and Varuna in his valor. Rama, Dasharatihi, Dasharatha's son. Shrimane pravishto dandakavanam, enter into dandakavanam. Lakshmanena sahabratra, along with brother Lakshmana. Vaidehya chapi bharyaya, along with wife Vaidehi also. Tasya bharya janastanat Rāvaṇena hrita balat. Ravana took her away from Janasthana. Very clearly. Virastasya sakha rajya Sugrivo nama Vanaraha. His good friend is Vanara Raja Sugriva. Raja Vanara Mukhyanam Yena Prastapita Bhayam. And we have been sent by our king, Vanara king Sugriva. With Angada as our chief, we have come in the southern direction in order to search for Sītā, the princess of Videha, and also to find the abode of Ravana, the demon who has taken her away. And as we were searching for her, we were hungered, tired, exhausted, fatigued, and we saw this cave, we entered into it. We do not know how to proceed. We've searched everywhere. We cannot proceed any further beyond this place. Finally, we are stuck here. We have come here. Svayaṃprabhā, first eat. So all the monkeys went and ate all the fruits and roots and drank all the water. They were very happy, very content and satisfied. And then again Hanuman comes and says, what can we do for you? You've given us this. It is time when we needed food and water. You gave us the elixir of life. What service can we do to you? We've got to render some service to you to repay our debt to you. What can we do? All the monkeys came and submitted to Svayaṃprabhā. Svayaṃprabhā says, Sarvesham paritushtasmi vanaranam tapasvinam charantya mama dharmena na karya vihakena chikr. There is nothing that you need to repay me because I am practicing my dharma. What is my dharma? People have come to my house who are tired and hungry. Naturally, I have to give them food. There is no repayment that I seek for this. This is my dharma that I have practiced. I am very happy with all of it. In that case, Hanuman says, Sharanam tvam prapannasma sarve vai dharmacharini. Hanuman says, you have given us refuge. By allowing us into this cave, you have given us refuge. We seek more help from you. We have already exceeded the time limit set by Sugriva. 30 days was given by Sugriva for us to search and return. We have already exceeded the time limit. We have almost lost our life. If we go back without news, we are going to lose our lives. We are afraid, as we could not accomplish our Sugriva. It doesn't matter if we don't find her. 30 days, without finding her, if we go back, we will lose our lives. So we've got to find her. You've got to help us somehow or the other. Because we can't get out of this cave also now. We do not know how to get out. We came in, we do not know how to get out. Even if we get out, it will be too late. Can you do something with your tapashakti? Abdina Hanuman asks this lady. But all right. I will help all of you by the tapashakti that I have gained so far. At the end of it, all of you close your eyes. Because it will be impossible for you to get out of this cave if you keep your eyes open. All of you close your eyes. Nimilayata chakshumsi sarve vanara pungavaha nahi nishkramitum shakyam animilitalochanaihi. You cannot leave this cave with your eyes open. Unless you close your eyes, you cannot leave this cave. So immediately all of them close their eyes. Every close banana sukumar angulai karaihi. The see no evil. I'm not a monkey. But the three monkeys, like that. Not only did they close their eyes, but they also covered it up with their fingers. Every fingers now. Have you seen monkeys' fingers? Have you seen monkey fingers? They are very, very tiny. They are very thin and very slim, very cute there. Now, Korange is the size of a little baby. Like a baby's fingers. No, monkey's fingers are cute like a baby's fingers. And then Sukumar Angulai Karehi with those tender or very petite, delicate fingers, they close their eyes. If when their eyes were closed, then next instant they could hear the sound of waves of the ocean. Open your eyes, open ocean. A boundless ocean. They are on the shores of the ocean. Svayaṃprabhā says, I have taken you out. Now I am going back to my abode. All the best. Good luck to you. Now you look after yourself. Swasti vo astu. All the best. Good luck to you. I am off. She left them there and she went away. Overcome impossible mountain, cliffs, other side ocean. Caught between the mountain and the deep blue sea. Now all the monkeys are here. By the time I had to 1 month is already gone. All of the monkeys are sitting there. Now we are even further away from where we were. Definitely we can't get back in time. The time is already passed. There are nothing getting back in time. But what do? All the monkeys start to deliberate there on the shores of the great ocean. Angada, who was the leader of this entire expedition, said to all of them, our time has already passed. What is the future course of action? What are we going to do? You all followed me up until here. Anna, the problem that we have at our hand is that we can do nothing other than go back and be killed. Sugriva swavibhave vyavastita tikshna prakritya Sugriva tikshna prakriti. He has a very harsh nature. Sugriva has a very harsh nature. Adhanal he will definitely not let us go freely. Plus, swavibhave vyavastita. He is also the king now. Therefore, the king has to be very strict in his disciplines, otherwise everybody will take him for granted. Therefore, if we go and say, it's okay, that's fine, having made a bold declaration, if you come back late, I will kill you. Now he can't go back on his word, he will definitely have to fulfill it, at least for the sake of his face. For the sake of keeping face, at least he has got to do it. Instead of going back, we might as well sit here and die. Especially in my case, if I go back, I will be in deep trouble. Because as it is, I am not sure whether Sugriva really likes me. He will have enmity towards me because I am Vali's son. Rama made me the crown prince power. Sugriva was not happy about it. He never proposed it. Nachagam yavarajyena Sugrivena abhishechitaha. Sugriva did not voluntarily say, Angada, you become the crown prince in Chalala. Narendra Abhishiktosmi Ramayana Klishta Karmana. It was Rama who proposed it. Rama commanded him, make him na. Adhanal he will be very happy if he can award me the death sentence on this excuse. The Angadane calculate panni solran. And now all Korangu politics how they are Korangu politics, they will have a suddenly leadership spill. Monkeys, generally have a leadership spill. And suddenly the leader will be changed. For Victoria Lachilia. It happened today in Victoria. Like that, leadership spills in the opposition, not in the main. opposition, there was a spill and the new opposition leader is taken over. And the Madhuriya, these things will happen, politics. அதனால என்ன பண்றது? வாட் டு வி டு அப்படின்னா நம்ம ஒன்று பண்ணுவோம். ஒருத்தன் சொன்னா தாரான ஒருத்தன் இருந்தான், நம்ம கிளவர் ஃபெல்லோ, அவன் என்ன சொன்னா நம்ம சாம ஒன்று பண்ணுவோம். லெட் அஸ் டு ஒன் திங். இஃப் யூ கோ பேக் வில் பி கில்ட். Anyway, we have not found her. What shall we do? Let us go back to that cave. The cave was very nice. That cave was very nice. There is enough food. Everything is growing happily. Svayaṃprabhā, the party chamathu patiya irukka. That old lady was very kind to us. We will do some service to her. ஏதோ அங்க இருக்கிற இலையை பொறுக்கி இறக்கி போட்டு ஏதோ துணி இடி துவச்சு கொடுத்து எத்தியா பண்ணுவோமே. We will do some service to her. We will stay there for the rest of our lives. அப்படின்னா we'll be safe. Let us not face punishment. அப்போ எல்லா ஒர்க்கும் சொல்லுது, அது கரெக்ட். அது ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கு. யாருக்கு தான் வேண்டாம்னு தோணும் இல்லையா? ஏன்னா சுக்ரீவா can't find us. Doesn't matter. We will stay safe in this cave. Sugriva never told about this cave. Apparently he also does not know. Somehow we stumbled upon that cave. We will go there and stay. அப்போ இங்க தான் ஹனுமானோட ஸ்ட்ராட்டஜி அழகா இருக்கு. ஹனுமான் listen to this proposal by all the monkeys. அப்படி கேட்குறார். கேட்டுட்டு obviously this is not what he wants to do. He wants to go and find Devi. But at the same time, Angada is the leader of this expedition. அப்போ you cannot say nothing doing, we have to go. சொல்ல முடியாது. If he says it now, he will become the villain of the piece. Now all the other monkeys have already settled on the best course of action, which is to go back to the cave and eat and sleep. அதெல்லாம் வேண்டாம், no, we should not do that, we should go search அப்படின்னா nobody will be willing to listen. It will be also in direct opposition with Angada. அப்போ என்ன பண்றது? What shall we do அப்படின்னா இங்க ஹனுமான் shows his extraordinary chaturya, his cleverness. ஏன்னா sometimes you need this cleverness to deal with things in this world இல்லையா? அதனால என்ன பண்றாரு அப்படின்னா அபூர்யமானோ சஸ்வச்ச தேஜோ பல பராக்கிரமைஹி சசினோ शुक्लपक्षादो वर्धमानमिव श्रिया बृहस्पतिः समं बुद्ध्या विक्रमे सदृशं पितुः शुश्रूषमाणो तारस्य शक्रस्येव पुरन्दरो भर्तुरर्थे परिश्रान्तौ सर्वशास्त्रविदाम्बरम् अभिसन्धातुमारेभे हनुमान् अंगदं ततः. Hanuman looked at Angada. Angada was definitely a very worthy chap. Hanuman is evaluating Angada. Angada is a worthy chap. He was growing constantly like the full moon. He is showing extraordinary capacities, capabilities. He will be very well positioned to take over after Sugriva to become the king of Kishkinda. Ellathum correct arkan. He's got intellectual prowess equal to Brihaspati, equal valor to Bali. He's well versed in Shastras. Ellam gavanikiran. Paathutu nanacha seri. Indha payila vidapadadu. We should not let this fellow get into the words of all of these lesser monkeys. Adanale we've got to somehow make sure that we correct his path அப்படின்னு நினைச்சிட்டார். Because Angada was being weaned by these other monkeys, won over by the other monkeys, so he thought this is not right. அப்ப என்ன பண்ணார் அப்படின்னா சாமதான வேத தண்டா அப்படின்னு 4 types of upayams are there, 4 kinds of methods are there by which one can achieve one's purpose அப்படின்னு சாஸ்திரம் சொல்றது. சாமதான வேத தண்டம். சாம அப்படின்னா through peaceful means, தான அப்படின்னா by bribing, by charity, by giving gifts. Now you win over somebody either by talking to them nicely and establishing, appealing to their reason. Otherwise you give them gifts, you give them money, etc. Otherwise you create conflict of interest between people so that they separate and you win one person over. Otherwise kadsila danda, you take a rod and punish them. இப்படியா 4-fold means have been suggested to deal with people. Depending upon different people, you've got to do it. அப்போ பார்த்தார் Hanuman looked at all the 4 and considered what is the right thing to apply here. When all the monkeys are all suggesting one course of action and unitedly they are suggesting a wrong course of action. Appo first thing that has to be done is their unity has to be split up. Adanal bedam pannuvom அப்படினு சொல்றார். He said let us do bheda. Adanal he started to frighten, in a way he started to frighten bhishanaihi bahubihi vakyaihi angadam. He started to frighten Angada with many arguments. He said, hey Angada, you are very efficient indeed, like your father you are in combat. And I'm sure you will certainly be able to hold to the kingdom as well as your father did. Anna, remember, monkeys are always fickle-minded. Namma jati namakku theriyadho. Nityam astirachitta hi kapayo haripungava. Monkeys are all fickle-minded. Do you think they will listen to you? Separated from their family, separated from their wives and children, these monkeys who are with you will never be obedient to you. Today they may be acting like this, but they will never be obedient to you. I'm telling you openly and frankly. Open frank directly I will tell you. Pratyakshama solren. Forthrightly I'm telling you. Monkeys are these monkeys are not going to be obedient to you in the long run. These monkeys who are suggesting let us go to the cave are not going to be obedient to you in the long run. As for the loyal monkeys, yaar appadina Neela, Suhotra, Nanu, Jambavan, we are not going to follow your opinion. Yenna, we are sarvata superior to you. Not only that, we do not believe this is the right course of action. We believe that we should still search for Devi. Adanal, we are not going to accept it. We are not going to be by your side. You alone, if you are going to lead all these monkeys, you will not be able to control them currently. Adanal, you may think that it is a very safe thing to stay in this cave, and it is not going to be safe. One twang of Lakshmana's bow shook all of Kishkinda. If Lakshmana should come here, none of you can escape his arrows. Sītā is there and Philip. You fellows said you will go search for Sītā. Finally, you fellows are sitting here and eating and drinking. If Lakshmana comes here, now we are all finished. He will shatter this cave. Adanal, you are all going to be dying faced with Lakshmana's arrows. Instead, if you are along with us, if you approach Sugriva in a humble manner, maybe he will still forgive you and say it's alright. Plus, Rama is there to save us. Plus, Tara is there to offer good counsel to him. Adanal, you will not be in danger even if you go back. Adanal, don't stay, we will stay here itself. Adanal, Hanuman tries to change Angada's mind. Angada listens to everything. Then Angada says, Hanuman, what you said is correct. You said it correct. Shrutva Hanmato Vakyam Prashritam Dharma Samhitam Swami Satkar Samyuktam Angado Vakyam Abravit. The words of Hanuman were dharmic. They were in consonance with his devotion or loyalty to his master Sugriva. Okay. Anal, however, Sugriva has no steadfastness. He has no purity of body or mind. He has no compassion. He has no rectitude. He has no valor. He has no patience. No homo, the Sitapa Marago, the Sitapan Rakane, Chatapan, Sitapanavan, Ingapana Panapan, Stairio, Atmana Shaucho, Andrishyam, Atha, Arjavam, Vikramaschaiva, Dairyam, Cha Sugrivena, Upapadyate, Sukura, Chuna, Uncle Bay. I love the Mati. Bitterness, whatever all said and done, he may be having a smiling face in front of Sugriva, but will he never forget that Sugriva was the one who killed his father? Nobody can say anything to Rama. Rama but all his anger goes to Sugriva only. The Padavavi. Did my father kill him? My father only bet him up. No? Why did he have to kill my father? That fellow will feel in his heart. So very natural. Nobody is abnormal in Ramayana. Everybody is very natural. What is the beauty about Ramayana? Everybody has got natural feelings. Then they overcome those feelings using dharma and their viveka. That is what is to be appreciated. It is not that they were all they were not born goody 49 shoes. No fault whatsoever. They all are normal people, but they overcome everything, and that is the most important thing. What to do? I am like this. Even a monkey changes itself. We do not have an excuse to say, this is the way I was made. I am just a human being. That is no excuse. Even a monkey decides to change itself. Why should we change? There is no need to change, except that when your behavior does not produce shanti to you, then it is better to change. There is no perfect behavior. There is no model code of conduct anywhere. No Dharma Shastra speaks about a model code of conduct because Dharma changes according to time, place, circumstances. Never can we say this is what it is. At no point can we say, obey the father. Immediately we can say, Prahlada. Obey the father. Prahlada manaliye. Prahlada disobeyed his father. No Harisvarana. Harisvarana is another. Obey the mother, did not Bharata throw Kaikeyi away. Matru Devo Bhava, Pitru Devo Bhava, Acharya Devo Bhava. Matru Devo Bhava, Bharata is the example. Pitrudevo Bhavangarthuk Prahalada is the example. Acharya Devo Bhavangarthuk Mahabali Chakravarti is the example. If you listen to Ellarme, they violated the principal code of conduct, but none of them are adharmic. Oh, I will also violate my parents' command. My father says meditate upon God. I will violate it by Prahalada and say I won't meditate. Shalmudi manna. Illiye. Appa where appropriate illiya? Appa there is no need for you to change your behavior just because it is said in some book. If that behavior of yours does not produce shanti to you, then change it. Otherwise there is no need. Otherwise accept it. Unak shanti irukku. Vechukko enna po. Then Swabhava does not matter. But where your own Swabhava is causing harm to you, you become angry. And this is my nature, I am short-tempered. I mean, fine, if you are peaceful by being angry, by all means be angry. But are you peaceful? What to do? I lose my peace when I am angry. Then why are you angry? Are you an idiot? This is my nature can never be used as an example or as an argument. Naturally, you were born without any clothes. Isn't it? When you were born, were you born with clothes? Can you all cast away your clothes and sit in the Zoom meeting saying, I'm natural? When you clothe yourself, because it is unnatural to stay without clothes, should not your behavior change? This is my nature is never an excuse. If this is your nature, you should wander around without any clothes in your body and be arrested for indecent exposure. When we cover our bodies, we've also got to transform our minds, transform our behavior in a way that will lead to shanti to us. That's mukhya. Looking at Angada, we should not immediately judge him what kind of a fellow is he. He is being very natural, very open. He says this. He has no steadfastness, no steadiness of mind. Purity of body, mind, atmana shaucham kadayadam. Dirty fellow he is. Compassion, he does not know the spelling of it. Kashtamana word variya. K-O-M-P-A. He does not know meaning of compassion. Arjavam, straightforwardness. He is never straightforward. Crooked fellow. Vikramama, valare. You should run from my father. Dhairyam, patience, courage. This kind of a fellow, Sugriva, he is a despicable fellow. Yeah, Bhraturjeshtasya yo bharyam jivato mahishim priya dharmena mataro yastu svikaroti jugupsitaha. Angadan enna kovam appadina, he made my mother his wife. He kept saying that my father usurped his wife. Finally, what did he do? He made Tara his wife. She is equivalent to being his mother. Dharmena, according to Dharma, she should be like because the elder brother's wife is like a mother. This kind of a fellow who blocks the entrance of the cave when his brother is fighting inside, how can he be dharmic? Can we call him dharmic person? And when Rama helped him, Rama came and helped him. Even after Rama helped him, Rama took his satyat padigrhitascha kritakarma mahayashaha. Rama kutamesharam nimatinga. In the end, even though Rama is the one who shot the fatal arrow, what does Angada say now? That glorious Rama, that illustrious Rama held Sugriva's hands and promised him that I will help you, and he did it, but this fellow never returned his promise. He forgot about it. Had to be reminded. Lakshmanasya bhayadyena na adharma bhayaviruna. He sent us in search of Sītā because he was afraid of Lakshmana, not because of adharma, not because he was afraid of adharma. Appearbata papi kritagna tasmin pape kritagne tu smritihine chalatmani aryaha ko vishvase jatu tatkulino jijivishuhu. Such a sinner, ungrateful fellow who does not remember the help of other people, he is fickle-minded. What respectable person will believe in him? Sugriva will always consider me to be the descendant of his enemy. He will never let me be the king. In fact, I have already made a mistake by announcing my plan. I am powerless. I cannot go back. Well, a weakling like me, what will I do when I go back? He will inflict some punishment on me or the other. He will be waiting to take care of me. This will be the best excuse for him. Adanala, I am not going to go. In fact, I'll do one thing. You all go back. You please permit me to stay here. Anujanita. Ningalam graham gachantu. You all go home. I will stay here. Prayopaveshanam. Shreya prayopaveshanam. I shall fast unto death. I shall fast unto death by the shores of this ocean. You all go back. I will not come. Aham va pratijanami. Na gamishyami aham puri. I am declaring to all of you, I am not going to go back to Kishkinda. I will fast. This is the better thing for me. But when you go, Abhivadana purvam hi raghavo balashalino. Abhivadana purvam tu raja kusalamevacha. Vachastato yaviyanme sugrivo vanareshwara. But at the same time, when you go there, please offer my salutations to Rama, to Lakshmana. Also convey my regards to Sugriva. Wish him well. Otherwise, more importantly, please console my mother Tara. My mother is by nature very compassionate, Sanukrosha. Adu na priya putranale, I am the only son. As she has also lost the husband, helpless lady she is. When she hears that I am also dying, she will be distraught. Adanala, please look after her. Take care of her. Apni solittu avarkla solution mana. Chinna koyanda thane adu. And Angadan was a small boy. Adanala he looked at all the elderly monkeys there, saluted them, sat down and started to cry. Ayam shoot. Rudan Darbeshu Durmanaha. He spread darba grass, sat on it and started to cry. Now, Varma tempo, Ingana, the Mongo, you all go, I am not coming back. He started to cry. The Bhathurane, all the other monkeys saw him lie down there on the darba grass like this. They also started to cry. Ella the Sugriva Padvavi Palapaya. Valiye Devala. When Vali was the king, we were all like, remember, human nature is this. Yeah, monkey nature also like this. Maybe this is monkey nature. When we do it, we are also being monkeys. Yeah, this is what we will do. And things will change. When things, we only will want it to be changed. We will be working in one company. We will not like it. The useless company. Nothing is bad. They squeeze the living blood out of me. I better go to another company. When we go to that other company and start working there, he will never ask me to work on Sundays. Only Saturdays I have to work. Here Sundays also I have to work. But in Laṅkā like that, they start to praise Vali. Prashamsantascha Valinam. Vali was great. When Vali was there, we did not have to do all these useless things, running around searching, itching. If anything needed to be searched, Vali himself will search. He will go and search. He is unnecessarily sending us running around here and there. Vali hai family hai. Everybody shanna. We don't want to leave you. We will also stay here itself and take. We will stay. Avadina company கொடுத்தது Vali. Vali புத்திரனுக்கு. அப்போ வருமா உட்காந்துட்டு இருக்குமா குரங்குகள்லாம் நோட பேச ஆரம்பிச்சுடுது. Sitting there, they were not sitting quietly, they started speaking. எல்லாம் உட்காந்துட்டு லவுடா, we will all fast to death, we will all die here அப்படின்னு பார்த்தா அங்கே அந்த mountain, there was another cave there, not the Rikshabalam, another cave, குட்டி cave. In a small cave, there was a vulture living there called Sampāti. The Sampāti vulture heard a lot of noise. என்னடா அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு came out and saw, பார்த்தா a group of monkeys. Where did all these monkeys come from? The monkeys are all saying, we will all fast to death. Vachanan, vidikilanaram loke vidane nanuvartate. This is called destiny. This is called fate. It takes care of all of us in the world. I was just running low on food supplies. I was thinking, where will I go for food? Bhagavane, appadinu nadacha. A group of monkeys came to my doorstep. Not only did the monkeys come, if I was an eagle, then I will kill it and eat it. I am a vulture by nature. I am a vulture as a species. Vultures are scavengers. They do not kill and eat. They will eat what is already dead and decaying. Adanala, Rather than go and kill these monkeys are saying, we will lie down here and die in your doorstep so that you can feast upon us. அப்படின்னா இதை விட என்ன கம்பேஷன். தத்தே அனுகம்பாம் சுதமீக்ஷமானஹா புஞ்சானயேவ வானர கிருதம் விபாகம். வானரங்கள்லாம் சாப்பிட்டு அந்த என்ன கருணை ஆஹா ஈஸ்வரா, வாட் எக்ஸ்ட்ராடினரி கிரேஸ் யூ ஹவ் காட் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு பரம்பராணாம் பக்ஷே வானராணாம் மிருதம் வேற பிளான் இருக்கு. மிருதம் ஒன்னொன்னா சாக அதை நான் சாப்பிடுவேன். As each one of these monkeys perish, I will eat it one by one. பரம்பராணாம் அப்படின்னா பரம்பரைன்னா ஒரு ரியல் in an order. இன்னைக்கு இந்த மங்கி, இன்னைக்கு என்ன மெனு அப்படின்னா இன்னைக்கு வாட் இஸ் த மெனு டுடே? நீலா இஸ் ஆன் மெனு, டுமாரோ அங்கதா இஸ் ஆன் மெனு, அதுக்கப்புறம் சுஹோத்ரா இஸ் ஆன் மெனு அப்படின்னு ஒருத்தர் மெனு இருக்காங்க. அதனால ஆஹா வெரி குட் இப்படி கவுண்ட் பண்றான். how many monkeys are there, how many days can I survive based upon these monkeys. ரொம்ப சந்தோஷமா இருக்கே, இப்படி சாப்பிட்டுடுவோமே அப்படின்னு. all those that vulture called Sampāti started to think aloud. தனியாவே இருந்து பழக்கம். He has been staying alone all the time. When somebody stays alone all the time, they will have the habit of speaking to themselves. There is no difference between thinking and speaking when you are all alone. If somebody else is there, you will think something and speak something else. அதான் பிரச்சனை. டிஃபரன்ஸ் என்ன? யாராவது நம்ம கூட யாராவது இருந்தானா how are you? In the mind we will be scolding them, but outside how are you? Are you fine? like அங்கதா அப்படினோம். all the while in front of Sugriva, மகாராஜா சனியா முச்ச பாவி, எங்க அப்பா பண்ணவனே, நீ அன்னார பேனி விட்டுவே, நீ ஆசமா போக. hi yes I definitely do. How are you? அந்த மாதிரியா. but when you are living alone, thinking and speaking are the same. எல்லாம் ஒண்ணாயிடு. அதனால சம்பாதி என்ன பண்ணிட்டு இது பாட்டு தாமத்தம் இருக்கிற மாதிரி நினைச்சுட்டு thinking it alone is there, it started to loudly say, aha, I'm getting so much food, good, all these monkeys are going to die, one by one I will eat them. The monkeys heard it. Monkeys naturally heard. கேட்ட உடனே என்ன சொல்லித்துக்கள் anyway they were planning to die இல்லையா. the good monkeys, they are noble monkeys. அதனால அங்கதா என்ன சொன்னானோ அங்கதா looked at Hanuman and said, பஷ்ய பத்தேளா பஷ்ய சாக்ஷாத் வைவஸ்வதோ யமஹா. யமனையும் துட்டான் பார்த்தேளா. see Yama himself has come. நம்ம இங்க இருந்தோ இங்க வந்தா நமக்கு யமன் இங்க உட்கார்ந்து இருக்கான். southern directionல யமன் இருப்பான்னு சொன்னாலும் இல்லையோ. they said Yama lives in the south. finally we came south, Yama himself is sitting here. ana this calamity in the form of this vulture has come upon us. Rama's task has not been completed yet. Sugriva's order has not been executed yet. என்ன பிரயோஜனம்? எல்லாம் புலம்ப ஆரம்பிச்சுடுதுகள். என்ன புலம்பிதுன்னா, how did they start to lament அப்படின்னா, அங்கதான் looking at all the Hanuman says, why did Dasharatha have to perform Putrakameshti Yajna? If Dasharatha had not performed Putrakameshti Yajna, Rama etc. would not have been born at all. We would happily be living in our Kishkinda. Even if Rama was born, why did this Dasharatha want to crown him as the crown prince? If Rama was not crowned, we would all be happy in Kishkinda. Even when Rama had to be crowned, why did this Kaikeyi get these ideas to cause their exile to happen? Even if their exile happened, who asked them to come and stay in Panchavati? Even if they came to Panchavati, why can't they have kept quiet instead of running the enmity of all the Rakshasas, causing Ravana to come and take Sītā and go? And the Paduvavi Jaṭāyu or eagle, or vulture. When he went to fight with Ravana, could he not have done a better job? He gave up his life, but Ravana still took Sītā away. As they were tracing the story, Jaṭāyu, the word Jaṭāyu was uttered by monkeys. On hearing this word Jaṭāyu, Tattu Shrutva Tata Vakyam Angadasya Mukodgatam Abravid Vachano Gridra Tikshna-tundo Mahasvanaha. In a loud voice, that vulture started to say, Koyam Gira Goshayati Pranai Priyatamasya Me Jaṭāyusho Vadham Bratuhu Kampayan Nivame Manaha. Who is it that was speaking about Jaṭāyu? What? Did Jaṭāyu die? Are you talking about Jaṭāyu's death? My Jaṭāyu who is dearer to me than my life itself, being my brother, my dearest brother Jaṭāyu. The vulture started to scream. அப்படின்னு உடனே தென் இந்த குரங்கெல்லாம் தெரியும், ஜட்டாயு தெரியுமா அவனுக்கு? யூனோ ஜட்டாயு? யூனோ ஜட்டாயு, வாட் ஹேப்பனிங்? போயிட்டான் இல்லை, இஸ் டெட். நடப்பாவீங்களா இந்த சொல்றதுக்காக வந்தேன் நாங்கள். வாட் இஸ் ஜட்டாயு டெட் அப்படின்னு உடனே தி என்டையர் ஸ்டோரி so far அப்படி சொல்லுவா இல்லையா? அந்த மாதிரி ஆல் த வே அப் அன்டில் ஆதௌ ராமதபோவனாதிகமனம் கிருத்வா மிருகம் காஞ்சனம் வைதேகி ஹரணம் ஜட்டாயு மரணம் சுக்ரீவ சம்பாஷணம் வாலி நிகிரஹண பர்யந்தம். They said the story. வாலி நிகிரஹண பர்யந்தம், the story of searching for Sītā was all narrated by these monkeys. The கேட்டவுடனே Sampāti became very sad. He started to cry, alas, that my brother was killed by Ravana. Jaṭāyu is my younger brother. Even after I have heard this news, what is the use? Because I cannot even avenge the death of my brother. As a hero, as a warrior, the least I should be able to do is go and kill Ravana and avenge my brother's death. ஆனா அது கூட என்னால பண்ண முடியலையே. வைர விமோக்ஷனே அப்படிங்கிறான். வைர விமோக்ஷனா, I should kill the enemy who killed my brother, but I'm not able to do it because I'm old. Not only is the fact I'm old, I have also lost my wings. I'm wingless. Arjuna, vultures are not wingless birds. How did you lose your wings? Why do you not have wings? Abhina, I tell the story. Those days, when we were young, we were very proud, and we decided to fly towards the sky, towards the sun. Both of us were competing with each other, going towards the sun. And the title, seeing that my brother was tormented by the radiance of the sun, I decided to spread my wings over him to protect him, but in that my wings were burned to a crisp and I fell down to the earth. Since then I have been living here. My son looks after me. He comes once in a while and looks after me. I did not know where my brother was. Finally I get to listen to some news about him, but unfortunately that news comes along with the news of his demise. Alas, name. All the monkeys say, do you know anything about Ravana? Do you know anything about where he lives? Can you lead us? Can you give us any pointers? At this stage, we are desperate for something. We are willing to try any and every remedy. Therefore, everybody we see, we are asking them the same question. Can you help us? Do you know anything about Ravana? Apo, Sampāti, the elder brother of Jaṭāyu, said, Nirdagda paksho gridroham hinavirya plavangamaha. Oh monkeys, I am an old, wingless, energyless, shaktiless bird, a vulture. I cannot do great seva for Rama, but I also want to do some seva for Rama. Vāng matrena tu Ramasya karishye sahyam uttamam. I can only offer verbal help to Rama, verbal kainkaryam to Rama. Gridhara சொல்றார், ராமஸ்ய யதிதம் கார்யம் கர்த்தவ்யம் பிரதமம் மயா. When my brother sacrificed his life for the sake of Rama, then should it also not be my primary duty to be of assistance to Rama, to do some service to Rama? Ramasya yadidam karyam kartavyam pratamam maya jaraya chakritam tejaha pranascha shitila mama. Even though I am old in age and I cannot do any other great service, still in whatsoever way I can serve Rama, I will also serve him. Abhina the vulture says, expresses his noble intentions in these words. Chana, I was sitting here one day, I saw a young lady of a very beautiful appearance, adorned with all kinds of beautiful ornaments and jewels, being borne away by that evil-minded Ravana. And that lady was calling out, Ha Rama, Ha Lakshmana, Abhina she was calling out. I saw her, it was Ravana who was taking her, I have no doubts about it, and seeing that she was calling out Rama and Lakshmana, now I have no doubts, she is Sītā. I will tell you where the Sītā is. 100 yojana distance up into the ocean. From here, 100 yojana distance. And there is a beautiful island city called Laṅkā. Vishwakarma had created that city with its huge golden gates, golden terraces, beautifully built mansions, gardens, a boundary wall, And the city of Laṅkā, in that Laṅkā, Tasyam vasati vaidehi dīna kausheyavasini Rāvaṇāntah pure ruddha rakshasi visurakshita Janakasyatmajam rajñas tatra drakshata maithili. In the city of Laṅkā, surrounded by a lot of Rakshasis, you will find Sītā, the picture of dejection and sorrow, robed in silk, she is sitting there. Adhanala, monkeys travel 100 yojana distance into the ocean, across the ocean, there in the island you will see her. Eppdina? Because the vultures have an extraordinary eyesight. They can see long distances. Adhanala, Sampāti sitting high upon that hill is able to see across 100 yojana distance. He can see where Sītā is sitting. Sītā is sitting there. Pongo, go there. I can definitely see that she is there, and also I know jnānena khalu pashyāmi. My intuition tells me that you will be able to see her and return with good news. Since Rāvaṇa is the destroyer of my brother, he is my enemy also. Since he is your enemy, then I will render all assistance that I can. Since I cannot have vengeance upon him, at least I will help you all so that you may take that vengeance on my behalf. So that vendetta will be fulfilled, that animosity will be fulfilled. If you can do me a favor, then you can shoulder them. They all say, help me, carry me to the waters so that I can offer tarpanam to my brother Jaṭāyu. But the monkeys carry the wingless vulture to the shores of the ocean where it offers the water. Every offering in the wings are all totally burnt, but he offered oblation for the water. About Sampāti also narrates another story to these monkeys. He says that when he fell down without his wings, landed in this spot, there was a rishi called Nishakara who used to live in that place. And the rishi came and saw this vulture without any wings. He said, hey Sampāti, what happened to you? Why are you like this? I narrated the entire story of how I lost my wings, how my wings were burnt, trying to protect Jaṭāyu, and I came and fell here. When I told this to that rishi, whom I knew very well, I have served him before, and I said all this to him, he said to me, Pakshau tute prapakshau cha punaranyau bhavishyatah. Hey, O vulture, don't worry, by my tapashakti I am able to see you will get new wings. You will definitely grow your wings back, you will be given new wings. This I have foreseen by the power of my tapasya. That is a great task that you have got to do. Once you perform this task, you will definitely be blessed with new wings. What is that? Abdiyana? In the Ikshvaku Vamsham, as the son of Dasharatha, an extraordinary person called Rama will be born. On account of the command of his father, Rama will proceed to the forest along with his brother, where Ravana will abduct his wife from Janasthana. Then 8,000 years ago this was told, it seems. Children, he says 8,000 years ago, more than 8,000 years ago, he told me all this. It's been 8,000 years since the rishi passed away. Then even before that, children, Ashtau Varsha Sahasrani. Ashtau Varsha Sahasrani, 8,000 years have passed away. 8,000 years ago, when I fell down here without wings, Nishakara Rishi told me that Rama will be born and Ravana will take away his wife. Can you just imagine if you are planning to take some decision about what to do tomorrow? Or what to do next year? What to do for my retirement? What to do for my children's education? What to do for my daughter's wedding? If you are thinking about all of those things, please remember, some rishi 8,000 years ago may have very well told about it and gone away. And like an idiot, you will be breaking your head, losing sleep tonight. What to do? 8,000 years ago, rishi knew what you will be doing. This is the moral of the story. Be happy. Be peaceful, be happy. What has to happen is going to happen. Old rishis have already seen it. They were jobless. பொழுது போகாம உட்காந்து 8,000 வருஷத்துக்கு அப்புறம் என்ன ஆகும்? ராவணன் will take away Sītā. Right, okay. அந்த மாதிரி who knows what they have to say. நாளைக்கா இவாளா நாளைக்கு இவ வாழக்கா வதக்கலும் புதினா தொகையிலும் சாப்பிடுவா அப்படின்னு ரிஷி சொல்லி விஷயம் நம்ம தான் சாப்பிடணும். நாளைக்கு வர வழி கிடையாது. We have no choice. We have no, like fools we are thinking I will do this, I will accomplish this. Bhagavan says in the Gita, Asura Buddhi. You know what is Rakshasa Buddhi? Asura Buddhi? Asuri Sampatti. I have done this and I will accomplish that. I have won over this person. I will win over this person again. I will do this, I will do that. Appadina the planning irukke adu Rakshasa gunampa. Bhagavan says it is Asuratana. Only Rakshasas will make those plans because சத்துவ குணம் இருக்கே, தெய்வீ சம்பத் இருக்கே. அவன் என்ன சொல்லுவா அப்படின்னா ஈஸ்வரன் விட்ட வழி. Whatever Bhagavan wants. Whatever Bhagavan wants is happening. Who am I to unnecessarily plan about it? அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். The planning ராட்சச குணம்னு சொல்றான். ஆசுரி சம்பத்துல பகவான் describes it in the Gita. தெய்வீ சம்பத், ஆசுரி, தெய்வாசுர சம்பத், விபாக யோகா அப்படின்னு ஒரு சாப்டர் இந்த கீதா. அதுல பகவான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன்ஸ் வெரி கிளியர்லி இதெல்லாம் ஆசுரி சம்பத். அதனால Sampāti says, this rishi told me at that time, Rama will be so sad without Sītā, he will not even eat any food properly. Upon Rama's messengers, monkeys will come in search of his queen. Oh Sampāti, wait here. Don't go anywhere, wait here. That is why Sampāti has not gone from there. Sampāti has a son. Some son comes and gives him food every time. Looks after him. Son is looking after Sampāti very well. Good son, filial son. Anal, the son, he did not move from this place. Son could have said, Appa, you come home. Son could have carried his father. Anal, father said, no, I have to stay here. Rishi has told me. He said, stay here itself. Yenal, when I am here, at that time, she said, Rama's messengers, the monkeys, will come here. O Sampāti, narrate the story to them of Ravana kidnapping Sītā. If you do so, at the appropriate deshakalo pratikshasva, pakshautvam pratipatshyase, if you wait for the right time and place here, and they come and you narrate the story to them, you will get new wings. So carry on this work. I can give you wings now itself, but I do not want to give you wings. I want you to wait here and perform this Ramakaryam. It is not merely Ramakaryam alone, but Brahmananam, Suranam, Chamuninam, Vasavasya cha. This is the work, the help that you will be doing to all the Brahmanas, to the Rishis, to the Munis, to the Devas, to Indra, everybody. And the Rishi Chodra, I also want to see Rama and Lakshmana. I also want to see Rama. Ichchāmi aham api drashtum bhratarau Rama Lakshmanau. Anal, I am going to die 8,000 years later only they are going to come. What to do? Adanal, I will not be able to see, but at least you will be able to see. Appadini solra Matanga Muni இப்படிதானே Shabari கிட்ட சொன்னார். Matanga Muni told Shabari, I will not be able to see, at least you see. அதே மாதிரி இங்க the Nishakara Rishi says to Sampāti, I will not be able to see, even though I want to see. It is not my good fortune to behold him. At least you stay here, do Rama Seva, Rāvaṇa, and you will also be given wings. I've been waiting here for so long, so many years have passed, I'm waiting here. Hundreds of years have passed. But I have been waiting here. And now that I'm telling the story to you, I'm sure my wings will come. The wings start to come up. New wings start to grow for Sampāti. By the grace of the Rishi, my wings have come back. The wings that have been burnt have come back. The valor, strength, courage that I have had in the youth are returning to me. Adanale, I am setting off from this place. Sarvata kriyatam yatna Sītām adhigamishyathā pakshalabho mamayam siddhi pratyayagarakah. Children, Sampāti says, look, always do Ramaseva. Sarvatha kriyatham. Always do Ramakainkariam. Yenna. By doing Ramakainkariam, look what has happened to me. My wings have come back to me. Let this be proof for everybody. Pakshalabho mamayam vaha siddhi pratyayakarakaha. Let this be the proof. Let this be the evidence that serving Rama will always bring good to us, will bring success to us. அப்படின்னு Sampāti holds himself as the example. பெருசா ஒன்றும் பண்ணல. என்ன சர்வீஸ் பண்ணாருன்னா, he waited 8,000 years to narrate this to the monkeys, அந்த சர்வீஸுக்காக he got wings. Actually, Sampāti flew away from there. பார்த்த உடனே all the monkeys that have been so despondent, ready to die, jumped up in joy and started to scream loudly, we have been saved, we have found a way. We know where she is. We know where she is. All we've got to do is simply cross this ocean. That is when they had a reality check. Reality came crashing upon them, bigger than the waves that were crashing upon the shore. 1,000 yojana distance, cross the ocean. How? We will stop here. Tomorrow we will discuss or see how they deliberated upon crossing. Adoda, I think with tomorrow we will finish Kishkinda Kandam, and thereafter we will start with the most awaited chapter of them all, which is Sundara Kandam. जानकी कांत स्मरणं जय जय राम राम आंजनेय स्वामी की जय. सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम तत्सत्. श्री साईश्वराय.